Two different types of wreaths. And I'm just going to tell you, I've not done a teapot wreath before. So we're doing it together, but I feel really confident about where we're going with it. So let me show you what we're doing, what I'm using, and if you choose to stay and play with us for the rest of the, morning or afternoon, wherever you're at, then great. And if not, you'll go, okay, I see where she's going with it, and I don't really care either way. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. I know. See, it is funny. It's different strokes for different folks, and that's okay. If you hate it, like I don't love it on other crafters. I'm not going to lie. I don't love listening to all their chit-chat, so I just wait and do the replay and fast forward through all of it. But sometimes I love the chit-chat, so you never know. Okay, so the first wreath we're going to do is from Hobby Lobby. Kathy's got all the links. I just got this yesterday. All of the greenery, all the flowers, all the greenery, everything was on sale. Hi, everybody. This one was $24.99. It's adorable. It was just a nice one. Nice color leaves, because I can't stand that really bright green. Nancy Lewis, thank you for saying that. So anyway, this was $24.99. Kathy will try and have some links. If not, don't worry about it. I mean, just go to Hobby Lobby. They have a ton of them. So because we are adding something so heavy onto this wreath, you need to have some extra support. So these little wire rims, you can get them at Dollar Tree even. I got them at Hobby Lobby. They were $2.99. I mean, it was just worth it for me not to make a trip to Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree, because the minute I walk into Dollar Tree, I'm not spending $1. I end up spending like 50 bucks every time I'm in there. I don't know how, but I do. Thank you, Elaine. They are Mackenzie Child's glasses. So anyway, hi Trixie. God, I love that name. Hi Billy Joe. So anyway, that's the wreath, and I took some zip ties and I zipped it to the wire. So let me show you, just so you've got an idea of everything. But I tried to get a little bit ahead of the game and get some stuff done ahead of time for you. Okay, hey, my sweet home's in the house. That's awesome. Okay, so all you're gonna do is put your zip tie right through one of the wires, obviously easy peasy. Bring it up through the back of the wreath. Put it in your deal. You could use floral wire, you could use whatever you want. I just, for stuff like this, the zip tie, oh, I got it on the wrong side. Do you guys ever do that? And then you're just like, oh crap. All right, hold on. There we go. Because you can hear it. So, but I think the zip ties are super strong, so listen. Okay? Hi, Mr. Fears. Okay, so then just clip those off like that. And I left these on so I could see where they were. If you see anything behind me that looks wonky, like my, I got my date wrong. I don't have my camera flipped. So don't be yelling at me that everything's all screwed up. It is, because it's really hard for crafters to have their camera flipped because everything's backwards for us. So sometimes we just decide to have everything backwards for you guys instead. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we've got that part. This, again, is so heavy, you could just put something, if you've got a really small teapot, like let's say you've got a really little bitty one, you would be okay just really wiring it, gluing it down to this, and I'll show you how. If you have something more like this, which I absolutely love, then you need some back support. And here's what I was going to do today. I'm going to show you two different styles, one with black and white, but we're actually going to do an entire blue toile wreath today. So you need backup. You need backup on your wreaths when you're doing something bigger, especially with what we're doing today. This is just a shadow box from Art Minds is Michael's, and I got it on the clearance aisle for $5, and I've had it for, I don't know, like 3 months, and I kept thinking, when am I going to find a project that's perfect for this? Okay, well look, let me tell you what size this is. It's 12. It's 15, so it's probably 15 by 15. Let me just double check. Yeah, 15 by 15 shadow box. And then this wreath, and the wreath is probably 12 inch, yeah. 12 inch wreath, 15 by 15 shadow box. Thank you so much, Janice. I love doing this. I have so much fun doing it. And I do feel like I'm a decent teacher. So I don't always know what I'm talking about, but I am a decent teacher. Okay, so let me get some of these clips off. So what we would do, and I'll just go ahead and do it because we're going to use it for this anyway. But before I do that, real quick, I want to show you something that most people don't know. My girls know, but if you can see, I wanted this. It was all wood. It just looked like that. The whole thing was just ugly wood. So all I did was I base coated it with a Benjamin Moore OC-117. You can get that anywhere. You can go to Home Depot. Thank you guys. You can go to Home Depot and have them, color match. OC-117, it's a Benjamin Moore. It's called Simply White. It's a perfect white all the time. So what I did though, because you know how it is, you usually end up with like 3 coats of your base coat, and that gets old really, really fast. So what I do is I dip into my white, and then I grab just a teeny bit on the corner, just a tiny bit of a tan. And then when I come to my board, it gives it a little bit of an antique look. And everything I do is a 1 coat after that. So that gives you a super solid coat. And then if you don't want an antique look, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but some people don't, that's fine. Then just go back in when it dries with straight white, and you're gonna have a perfect finish every time. So that's your little painting lesson for today, is always, I say this all the time, always use 2 different paints. Whatever you're doing, you just watched my video on the condo. Oh, Cornell, yeah, we were there a month. That was awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, so we've got that. I'm gonna put that way so I don't get it all over me. And now what we're gonna do is I'm going to use, which is my favorite of the glues. This is Gorilla Glue, but it's the adhesive clear grip. It's different than just straight Gorilla Glue. It's just a really, really nice glue. You guys are so funny. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is hit the back of this wire where it's going to, like right here. It's not gonna touch the board, so there's no sense in me doing anything there. But I wanna give it a nice hit of this Gorilla adhesive, pretty much most of the way around. Whew, that's strong. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in with some hot glue, kind of in between carefully, but you gotta work fast with hot glue. The hot glue will help hold the rest down while we're waiting for everything to dry. So let's see. So we're gonna have to hold that for a minute. So that's it. So use some kind of a great glue. Yeah, that is a great glue. You know what else is a great glue? Is also E6000. E6000 works, Weld Bond works, Tight Bond works. I mean, there's a whole bunch of glues. Yes, Rick. Hi, Rick. We haven't seen you in a while. I do think that the Gorilla Glue is better. I do. I think it's better than, oh yeah, I mean, this sucker's down. So I'm gonna be careful. I don't wanna play with it too much. Anyway, this is the one I'm gonna show, but we're actually gonna do a big one today, but I really wanted you guys to see. Okay, so look, it fits perfectly in here. So this came from, so this one I'm gonna show you in black and white. I'm gonna stand up too, so you might miss some of me, but that's okay. So my friend Micheline bought me this. It's a real one. It's a real Mackenzie Childs teapot. Can I just tell you that I could totally put that in here and it gives me all the extra support that I need. If I was willing to, I would glue the back of this and then I would zip tie or wire in here. I'm not gonna do it because I don't wanna put this in my wreath and glue it, but I could. So I also bought a bunch of these, and we're gonna have a link for these. These are the cutest little teapots and tea kettles you have ever seen. And I bought them on Etsy. You got 8 of them for very inexpensive. And they're just, they come just, should be underneath here. Here it is. They just come like wood, unfinished little cutouts. They're adorable. So Kathy will have a link for that. So if I were to do this, I would do a couple of these, you know, every once in a while. I'd have one here, but facing in. So this was just a cute idea. And then you could add, because of the red, I would add, I didn't have any poppies, but I would add poppies. And I would do some decoupage on my teapots also, which I'm going to do today. So just hang with me, you guys. This one is not my favorite. The blue is going to be spectacular. So, but I wanted to give you an idea of what you can do, and you could paint your own teapot. But I'm just telling you, something like that, it's going to require extra backing. So I will go ahead and do this and finish it, and it'll be whatever, spectacular. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And this is what the shadow box top looks like. Oh, it says, well, it's 15 by 15, but it says it's a 12 by 12 opening. So anyway, I don't know if we have a link for that. It was at Michael's, but any shadow box would work, or any, I'll show you what we're gonna use with the big one. So, okay, so that was wreath number 1. Let me show you what we're doing today. You're gonna be excited, I promise. Okay, this is a, let's see, it's an 11 by 14 wall frame, just a wall frame from Hobby Lobby. Believe it or not, I got it on the clearance aisle for it was like $4.74, $4.99. It's a weird number, and it's incredible, and it's super heavy. So it is going to be our perfect base for our big wreath today. So let me clear some of this stuff out. I have stuff everywhere today. But let me show you also, if you're so inclined, if you say, you know what, I don't like the colors of fall, you know, the ones that are, you know, the reds and the oranges, they're just not my thing. Look, you could put, whoops, there's diamond dust on this, so it keeps hitting my finger. But you could also put a pumpkin in there, something like that. That's just a decoupage blue pumpkin. And I did a sped up, a really fast video. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a 6-minute video on how to do these. So, but anyway, that could go in there. I had all kinds of stuff I was looking at this morning. Look at this. So there's no limits on this. And again, even this would work, and this would be darling in there. So get your creative juices flowing, because there's a lot you can do with those. So this wreath is so incredible. Look at this. Okay, this is probably my favorite wreath I've ever seen at Hobby Lobby. I just got it. Hi, Aurelia. Thank you for spreading the joy, kicking the blessing. I don't know what we say, whatever you say. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, thank you, Cynthia. I love this wreath though. Okay, so we're gonna put it on the frame, because like I said, we need some backup on this one. And so this one it was expensive, I'm not gonna lie. This one, but it is spectacular. This one was $54.99, but it was half off. So it was what, 20 some odd dollars. And then I had to buy some floral wire. So, but when you see, because everything else except for these little mini wood teapots, I had in my house. So, hi Connie, you are late, get in here sister. Okay, it's just the best wreath ever. And since we're doing blue toile, I went ahead and I took one of my little toile deals with me so that I could match up the colors, and these are gorgeous. And so I'm going to fill in with these wherever we need to, if we even need to. So I did the same exact thing. You've got to have, you've got to have backup. So you've got to have the big wire behind it. I'm telling you, don't skimp on that. You have to have it. The black and white would look really nice as a, yeah. Oh, it would if I knew how to do that, which I'm still thinking about it. Okay, so then let's get a zip tie. I've done it twice. I've got 2 sides done, and I'm gonna do the 3rd side. I don't think it has to have all 4 sides, but you do you. If you feel more comfortable, then you do that. So, sorry you guys, I feel like I've got a lot to do, and so I love looking at all the comments, but sometimes I feel like, oh gosh, I do have a job I gotta get done today. So, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go through the back of the wire, and this is probably a 14-inch wreath, and well, let's see, if it's an 11, what did I say? 11 by 14 opening. Well, it's way bigger than the opening. So yeah, this is probably a 14-inch. Okay, here we go. You always have to wait till you hear that little click, and I get them wrong all the time. And I'm pulling as tight as I can because I don't want that to come off under any circumstances. Okay, so we've got 3 zip ties down. Even if you are just gonna put this on your front door, without this back and without a big teapot, you guys, you should always do that. It's just extra protection, and now you've got the perfect hanger. So I'm just saying. Also, look what I found today, you guys. If you're not allowed to put, or you don't want to put a hole in your door, these are adhesive, and you might have seen them, but they're different than command strips. They're at Hobby Lobby, and they're called just mini wire hooks, and they hold up to 5 pounds. So I thought these were awesome. Just, you know, just for kicks. Okay, so now let me lay this out for you so you guys can see again what we're gonna do. And like I said, you really need the backup because my teapot basically is going to sit either in here or up here, and I'm gonna let you all decide where you think it should go. So this is my teapot. How adorable is that? And it is about 6 inches high by, let me tell you, because I want you to know kind of what size you can handle in these wreaths. It's a 6 by, let me see, is it 6 by 9 or 5 by 9? It's, with the lid, it's 6 inches. So we can have it just sitting, okay, how incredible is this, you guys? We can have it sitting right here, or we can put it up in here, way up high, and we can have a crystal. Look at, I have to be so, what is it, ambidextrous or whatever. Have a little crystal hanging out of it, like that. So we can do that up in the corner if you prefer. Or I have this one, which is taller. I don't know. So I kind of, and we, the same thing. This one's a lot heavier though. I'm worried about that one. But then look what I have. I have Christmas ornaments. That's all these are, little Christmas ornaments. And we're going to fill in with these. I have that one. I have this one. Look at this. This is gonna be gorgeous. And I've also got these guys, but they're too big and they don't work. And I've also got those little teapots. You know what I just realized, you guys? I blew it for you on the other wreath. Real quick, before anybody does this, you guys, I forgot an important step. I feel terrible, so let's just pop it off, which that popped right off. I'm so sorry. I was so excited to get to our big one. Here's what I forgot to do, you guys. You have to, I told you, I will screw up every time, you guys, so don't judge. Just give me grace. I would glue 4 spools down first, okay? And then glue the wire to the spools. Let everything have its drying time, and then you can see, then that is how you have all this extra room. I am so sorry, because that's a critical part of this design. So, and it doesn't have to be spools, it could be anything, but you want to get it up off of even your shadow box a little bit more. So sorry, you guys. Keep that in mind and make sure you have it popped up. That's the only way it's going to work really well for you. All right, let me clear stuff away because this little sucker is big. So now that you know what we're doing, let's go ahead and get some of our little deals done, and then we'll just kind of start putting it all together. So thank you, Terry. Let me get closer. I think I can see, and then I start and I go, no, I can't see diddly squat. Okay, these are so cute, you guys. So super simple. Kathy, do we have a link for these yet? Hi, Diane. Hi, Sheila. Chris, I know you don't judge. Some people do, but I'm so grateful that you don't. You love the small ones, these little bitty things. Aren't they adorable? These were, this was $4.99. It looks like Hobby Lobby, but it would have been a couple years ago. Yeah, please don't forget to do that. Okay, so here's what I thought on this one. Let's do some decoupage down here. Let's do a little bit of checks or stripes up here. I just want to see, we can do whatever we want. And then I'm going to show you also how to mark these out so that you get the shape of the teapot. So on this one, I have this beautiful paper. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's decoupage right in here and then do something different on the other side. Oh, thank you, Karen. Linda, you're late. Okay, guys, with decoupage, you've got to get there. There's Kathy with our links, you guys. You've got to get all the plies off first. So there's one. You just ordered the wood teapots? Okay, good. Yeah, you guys, you have to be fast because they will sell out. They always do. But what I know about this guy, he makes them himself. Thank you, Shannon. I know, I love these wood cutouts, you guys. We could use these for all kinds of things. So you saw there was plies. Now, I've been known to look at this and go, oh yeah, that looks good. No, if you see any white, it's not done yet. So get it off. I know a lot of people like to keep these for other projects. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered with having more stuff around my house. I've got plenty. So let's just get an idea of how big this needs to be. Here's what's really cool. You can see right through this. So I'm going to just lay this out and give myself some measurements. Chris McGuire, you just ordered some too? Okay, good. Here we go. I'm just going, like I said, you can see right through this, which is awesome. And so I'm just gonna follow the lines, making sure I'm getting the right lines because there's a couple different lines on this thing. And I might have to do some adjusting, but I think this is gonna be cute. I mean, it's gonna look like a real teapot. And if you saw the pumpkin, we did a pumpkin the other day, and if you haven't seen that video, you need to watch it. It's on, I believe it's on this page also. And I showed you exactly how to do shading and contrast and painting for a pumpkin. It was just a wood cutout that looks just like this. I should have brought it over, but it's on the other side of the room. But anyway, it looks like a real 3D pumpkin now. So watch that video if you enjoy painting at all. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Okay, let me get my Mod Podge. I think that's a new one. Here it is. Okay, so far you guys are happy. Where do you order the teapots from? Janet, you mean these little wood ones? Kathy just put up a link for those. The napkins came from, I think they're Boston International. These are different. Somebody sent me a bunch. Oh, no. I think these are the ones I just got on Amazon. So just put in blue toile napkin, you'll get a ton. And just be prepared, blue, damask, black. I mean, you'll get all kinds of options, but anyway, yeah, they're all over the place. All right, so we're just gonna take a little bit of the Mod Podge, get it in there. And then I'm going to just set this down on it. Make sure you're going all the way to the edges. And I'm telling you, I have been so lucky lately with no wrinkles, which I can't even imagine. Hi, Colleen from Mesa. When we have our get together, we want to have a meet and greet, maybe even a class, a live class here in Arizona, because I haven't been able to do one since before COVID, and I am itching to do a live class because I love doing them. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. Look how simple. That was just, so now think about everything differently. When you look on eBay or Etsy and you see these cutouts, like we're gonna do a big stocking cutout this fall for Christmas, and we're gonna do some decoupage like this on it, and it's gonna look like, you know, a real deal. So, yeah, I always say, think outside the box just a little bit, and you can do it. Okay, so now let's paint real quick. Let's paint the rest. So this was the first one I did, and I just used a navy blue, but it's completely the wrong color. Isn't that crazy? So guess what I did? I started looking at it a little bit harder to see, well, there's another color in there that I need to, Debbie Taylor, oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys. There's another color that it's missing, and you know what it was missing? Purple. Believe it or not, you're going to start seeing stuff differently, and believe it or not, it was purple that it's missing, because there's a little bit of a purple tone in this, but isn't that, do you see the difference? Like that has more, and that's just a navy blue, but you can almost see it with your eyes. There's a little bit of purple in it. So now all I'm gonna do is grab, the blue is my predominant color, so I'm still gonna grab the blue. I'm going to use with my brush the same way. I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of purple. I'm gonna flip it all the way over, and I'm gonna tap in my white. So that's what your brush should look like. And then I'm gonna wipe it on my plate to see what I've got. And I'm so excited for you to see this. Now look at the difference. We nailed that color with just by adding a little bit of purple, and I will show you. So let me do, let's see, what do we want to do on this? So you see, every time I'm grabbing blue, purple, flip it, white, blue, purple, flip it, white, to get like a blue toile color, and you're gonna need to do this. Let's see what part I wanna do. Well, I know I wanna do this area up here with the blue. And we need to give that a little bit, tiny bit more purple over top. Isn't that crazy? And then it makes the perfect color. So now you can start to see where we're going with this, and we'll do some highlighting. And remember, you always, always, always paint every side of your project so that it looks professional, so that you are proud to give it or sell it. And so you see, I'm going around, I don't want anything to not be finished. So let's see, what other part do we want? Blue. I think I'm just gonna do some stripes. Let's see, let's do this whole top in blue. And again, wrap your edges and finish it nice. So cute. All right, then let's do a little bit of stripe action. We'll do gold there and probably gold here. So let's just do some stripes here. If I can accomplish this upside down, you guys can surely do this. They're a little big for stripes, but hold on. You'll see when we get it finished off. I think I want to do gold. Okay, so watch what's going to happen now. I'm going to use, well, I'm using Martha Stewart because I have it, but we use Liquid Leaf by Plaid. It is the best metallic gold paint. It's a gilding paint, so it's toxic. I mean, it says right on the back, don't ingest. So I'm just telling you, don't ingest it. Not sure why anybody would, but I'm just saying, don't. Okay, so Now I'm going to go with my gold. And I have brushes that are specifically for just the gold, because the gold is an oil-based paint, and all the other paints that I use are acrylics. So you have to clean them. You have to clean your brushes differently. The brushes that I use with oil-based, they need like a mineral spirits or acetone, or something like that. They require a little extra care. But we're just going to do one so that you can see how adorable this is going to be. But that decoupage totally worked. And do you see, I'm also rounding my edges because my project is rounded. So you have to go with it. I'm excited for you guys to get these. Like I said, you get 8 in your package of these. And I just happened to be flipping through one day and I saw them and I thought, oh yeah, we're gonna do something with those. This is the same place I got the big high heel from, and we just used something else the other day from him, I can't remember, but he has great stuff. It's called Toma Craft, and he has really good stuff. Whoops. Okay, watch, this is where all the changes are gonna start to happen. And these little things like this are so fun to do, and it's going to get you in the mood to start doing Christmas ornaments, I promise, because I'm at that point now where I'm like, okay, I was in Hobby Lobby yesterday, and they've got like 100 workers in there now with pictures in their hands. I always kind of wondered how they did it. They all have pictures in their hands, like just printed out pictures of another store, all of their shelving. And so each person, like every aisle I went down, it was a different lady with a different printout, and she was like looking at her printout and then putting the red ornaments right here, and then okay, the blue ones have to go over here. I thought that was fascinating, so that every Hobby Lobby must have to decorate identical, their store has to look identical. It's interesting. Okay, so basically I don't love our stripes. I wish I hadn't done that, they're too big, but you get the gist. Aren't those so fun? Is that the other napkin that we can't find? No, this is even a different one from that. So anyway, just adorable. And you can see on the bigger ones how cute they look. So let me show you how I did that, and then we'll get to the wreath, I promise. That gold paint is a nightmare, so you gotta make sure that you keep that lid on. Okay, here we go. So let's say my wreath, I'm gonna want it this way. Okay, so I want my, 2 sides, but make sure you figure out which side of the wreath you're gonna have that on so that your spout is coming in. So I'm hoping you can see. Oh gosh. Okay, so when you're doing these, everything is rounded. So you've gotta keep the round in there. And that is what is going to, you see, it's just a tiny curve, but stay with the curves, stay with the pattern. He says that they're stock. Oh, that's planograms. I've never heard that before. That's interesting. Okay, and then you can see anywhere there's like a ridge, that's gonna be another one. And everything I'm doing is kind of a little bit of a curve. And that way, this is, okay, so when you get to here, here's what's interesting. You would think that this would come in, but it doesn't. This right here goes out a little bit. If you look at a regular teapot, this comes out just a little bit. And then you've got this right here that you're just gonna follow. And then you've got this here, and you could do 2 to give yourself another pattern. But look at that. Look at how that little thing just came to life. And you could do the same thing. You could do this whole thing in decoupage, but because we did that other one in decoupage, let's do this one different. Let's do this one in a check. And so when I'm doing checks, I just put my craft stick right in the middle of my project. Where did I get the wood teapot? Marilyn, those are all, we have a link for those. They're on Etsy right now. The company's name is Toma Craft, and hopefully, if he doesn't have any, and someone, when you buy them, tell them who sent you. Tell them that Studio MDAZ sent you, because that's good for me when they know that I'm sending a lot of business their way all of a sudden. And it's funny because I don't usually tell the vendors ahead of time that I'm using their product. I usually just do it. And then it's like they get a whole onslaught of people in one day and they're like, what is happening? Diana, they're sold out already, but is he taking pre-orders? He should be, because they make them there. Just keep trying. And this is a case where if we get off today and nobody can find him, like he's still saying sold out, I will contact him. And because sometimes you just have to call him. They're just, maybe they just show little. I used to have an Etsy shop, and I never showed all my stock because you don't want people to, you want people to think it's hard to get. And so, it's just like dating. You just play hard to get a little bit. They want you to think that, they don't have much stock. Okay, so all I'm doing is every other check, every other box, and normally I would put a little mark in every box. I didn't do it today, but I'm just gonna do this one just so that we can put it in our wreath and you can see what's going on. And I wanted to have one check. If you're not familiar with us, this is what we do. We love checks and stripes. We love blue, we love black, but for the most part, if you're not interested in this style, then you'll probably hate us over here. Even though we're a lot of fun, we do a lot of stuff. What'd you say? If we message him, yeah, I think if we message him, and I'm happy to do it when we get off, or if Callie, I don't know if both girls are on, if Callie and Kathy are both on, or just Kathy, but somebody could probably get a hold of him right now while we're live and say, hey, we're live right now and we're looking for stock. I mean, if that was me and somebody said that, I'd be like, I'd have my children in the garage starting to cut wood immediately. So I love, though, that you can get this stuff. And is he the only guy that has them? Have we checked? Because usually other places will have them too. Somebody do just like teapot wood cutout. Maybe somebody else has got them. It's got to be a pattern. Hi, Claire Evans from Wales. Oh, thank you. That's funny. No, when you've been doing it a while, and I have literally taught thousands and thousands of women how to do this, and men, Rick, and men, don't get cranky, how to do the check. And I always say I haven't lost a student yet. I also ordered the small high heel. Oh, Tessie, yeah, we used the high heel in one of our projects. I'm trying to think what else I got from him. Oh, you guys, that's where I got the Day of the Dead head. He has those also. Oh, and now it's saying in stock. All right, you guys, everybody jump over there. Don't worry, I'll still be here. Go over there and get your stinking teapots, because they could not be any cuter if we tried. They are so, so fun. Okay, so I want the top up here blue. But can you guys believe it's by just adding the purple, we achieved the exact color. And I'm using navy blue by DecoArt navy blue. And I'm using, it's hard to say, but it's the best purple I've ever seen in my life. Dioxazine purple by DecoArt. Dioxazine. I'm telling you, it is the most beautiful purple. And it's a great Halloween purple too. So we'll be using that for other stuff for Halloween. Let's see, I do want a little bit more action up here, a little bit more blue. I'm just trying to think where I want it. I think I'm gonna do it here. And again, because I pencil with a curve, I have to paint with a curve. Otherwise it's still not gonna look right. So make sure you're following your pattern. And you see, I do it right then, otherwise I forget. if I don't do it right then. And then let's do some little tiny polka dots, and I'll show you what we're doing on that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, how is that not so cute? How are millions of people not watching this right now saying the same thing? Those are adorable. Okay, the key to polka dots, especially little bitty ones, is a fresh puddle every time. If you don't have a fresh puddle of paint when you're doing polka dots, you're gonna get that dumb nipple thing. So don't do that. Always have a fresh puddle. And I'm just using the end of my paintbrush. It's the most perfect mini polka dot. So I dip into my puddle, but then I tap it on my plate once. That's what helps get rid of that, nipply thing, that when you pull up, that it still shows. All right, look, literally the most perfect polka dots every time. And when you're doing polka dots, you go in between your previous dots. All right, that's cute. That's cute stuff. And I'm not a big polka dot fan, you guys, but that's cute stuff. Let me get rid of that. Let's put our gold on, and then we'll get to the wreath. I know you're dying. We've got people coming and going. They're probably like, did she get to the wreath yet? For crying out loud. I'll go have lunch and come back and see if she's got that wreath done yet. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something different in that one. You see there's another section right there. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but right now I don't want to do it gold. So I'm going to give that a second, and then I'll figure out what I want to do in there. If you don't have this gold, you need to get it. It's amazing. And we have tried. I do a lot of product testing. I've tried every product under the sun. We have people come into our classes and say, "Oh no, DecoArt has a great gold." No, they don't. Sorry, but they don't. This is the best one I've ever seen. It doesn't have a yellow tone. It doesn't have a pink tone. It has a super shiny tone, and that's why you don't want to seal over this, because this is shinier than any sealer there is. And also, sometimes this gets funky. This color gets funky if you seal over it. Sometimes it'll turn a patina, but not like what you're thinking, like, oh, that'd be awesome, like that beautiful teal patina. No, it's like a gray-green. It's awful. Oh, I saw, don't forget to swing by here. I was like, where are we going? And when you're doing edging like this, have your brush flat and just push back and forth. Don't come out an edge like this, because you're going to pop right over. So always have your brush flat, and then you can see here, follow that curve. Oh my gosh, I hope you can't hear it. My stomach's growling like crazy. Yeah, I mean, you can see that gold already, how beautiful that is. And see here, I'm just laying my brush completely flat. Oh, this is adorable. I always say, you guys know when I'm happy with a craft, because I get a little bit, sometimes I get quiet, but most of the time I just get a little bit more relaxed, like, okay, all right, it's gonna work out. Yeah. Oh, you guys found the napkin link too? I didn't know we had that. Good job. There is no way I could do this alone, you guys. Like, zero way. Because you see, just today, normally I can do the comments because I'm not doing anything this intricate, but these little things are pretty intricate, so that's why I'm just trying to be careful with it. Let me do this side, and then this is going to sit and dry while we go ahead and start our wreath. And I still don't know what I want to do here, but I'll do something. So anyway, they're just fun, you guys. They're adorable. I do get a little giddy. Yeah. Kimmery, you're all loving it? Oh, great. I know a lot of you said that you collect teapots, or you know somebody who has teapots. So this is a great project. Now it's big, just so you know. So I'm gonna have to clear off a little bit. Give myself some space here. Did I ever show you this? Because I can't wait to get these on. But you'll be excited to see how to attach something like a teapot to your wreath. Okay, like I said, this sucker is so big. Okay, so where does it go? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see. You probably will be because I'm back here far enough. Oh, and just for the record, this was just a little, what do they call it, demi-tasse or an espresso cup, and I just painted over it, and I was going to Mod Podge it because it was like a black toile with a little bit of yellow, and I didn't love it, but we could decoupage this and have this part of our wreath also. So just FYI, just seriously, you can do so much with so many things. Okay, so you remember we've got it zip tied, and now we've got it here. But I have something for the top of this, and it says it's always tea time. And so this, we're the opposite, so I'll show you. That's going to go up there. It's always tea time. And this is just parchment. I bought it at a boutique. These were like $3 a piece. Somebody, all they did was print this off the internet and print it onto parchment paper. You can go to Office Max, Staples, you can go anywhere and have this done. And it's, you know, a couple bucks. So look for stuff like that. But if you have somebody on Etsy that is selling stuff like this, just buy it, it'll be easier. And then I want to show you what I'm doing. Because it came, you can see, it just came plain. Well, I want to make it a little bit jazzier. So I'm using a Tim Holtz Distress Oxide ink. That's all I'm doing. And I've got a little ink pad. And so I'm just going to dip my little pad in there a little bit. And then look, if you just rub along the edges, barely, and you see how fast this is going. I'm barely rubbing on the edges, but look at the difference that makes, as opposed to just, you know, that all clean, and if you don't like this look, don't do it, by all means, don't do it. But just for the record, there you go. Look how fast that was. And now it has a little bit more of an interest to it. And for the record, I've been known to antique wood. Also with this, you can go right along the edges and it will do the same thing on wood. So if you need a quick antiquing of something, that's how to do it. Okay, so I want the wreath low so that I have room for my sign up here, and I'm just gonna glue that sign. So let's see, and I need to be able to get underneath here. So at the very end, I'm going to attach the wreath to the board with really heavy floral wire, okay? And I'm going to go, the reason why I love the frame is, look, I can go around that frame really tight as I can, and then I will fill in with flowers and stuff to camouflage that. So I hope you're excited. I think it's a great project. I was super excited about it. Let me see, I'll work backwards so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so just remember, that's gonna be at the end, at the bottom. This will be at the top. And here's where I let you guys make some decisions. That's gonna be hard to see, but that's gonna go up there, and I'm gonna move the flowers around. I want you guys to make a decision. Do you think that the teapot should be like just straight up and down, or do you want it just kind of hanging here a little bit, or does that look off? It kind of looks off, doesn't it? I was thinking it might be cute, but maybe I had it up too high. Maybe if we did it like right there with the little crystal hanging out of it. So let me know what you guys think, where you would like it, because that's going to determine where I put everything else. So, and I definitely want to use this pot. And this is the reason for the frame, because now I have all this room for the back of that. If you had this up against a door without this frame or something behind it, it's not gonna work unless you have a flat teapot, which, you know, they make stuff like that. So let me know and I'll look and see what I'm seeing more of, and that's what we'll go with. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and glue my little crystal inside. And these I got at, I think at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They're just those little dumb crystals. They're very inexpensive. And what I'm going to do is just glue right in here, and so that it looks like there's, you know, water dripping out of it. So I'm just gonna hit that with just a little bit of glue. And then I'm gonna push the one in so that the other end will hang out. Give that a second. How cute is that? So, you like it on the side, hang it over the cup. I can, yeah. Hang that on the side and then have it, you like it tipped. I'm seeing a lot of tipped. Yeah, tip it. I feel like that is probably going to win. Hanging with, okay, that's what I'm gonna do then, because I'm seeing more of that than anything. Whoops, let me get that all around glued. I'm using hot glue, but for time purposes, I usually recommend doing something else. Hot glue, especially if you're gonna put this on your front door, which I can't imagine. To me, this is like in your kitchen kind of wreath, but you could put it on your front door if you live in a safe neighborhood that nobody would steal it. But hot glue in the sun melts, and so everything's gonna fall off. And I would hate to have that happen to anybody. Now this is going to get wired on, so this will be okay. Tipped. Okay, we're gonna do tipped because I'm seeing that like crazy. So I've already glued, I used the Gorilla Glue and hot glue, and I've got this down solid, and I did it last night so that it would be perfectly dry today. So let's say we're going to do it. Now here's the key. We need to be able to wrap it, and we also need to be able to glue it a little bit on the board just for extra protection, just in case, God forbid, the wire gave way or anything. I want us to double up on protection because, you know, I mean, obviously it's not an heirloom. I got it at Goodwill, for crying out loud, but I mean, it's beautiful and I don't want anything to happen to it. So if our board is like that, yeah, I think just a small tip. I don't think it has to be a huge tip, but I do think a small tip is a good thing. All right, so let's get our wire. And I am using, where is it? Hold on. Here's the problem when you got so much crap on your desk. It's right here. I just am having a hard time seeing it. Oh, for crying out loud. It's that big wire. Well, I have other wire too, but I have that wire is probably the best. All right, I'll find it. In the meantime, let's do this. What gauge is this? 24 gauge, 22 gauge. I'm going to use a 22 gauge wire, which is about what I probably have in that other thing. Hold on. I cannot believe I can't find that wire right now. Sometimes these get so weird. I found the edge or the end earlier, and look, it just keeps getting locked up. Come on. That's what you get on live TV. Here they are. Oh my gosh. Literally right in front of my face. Literally. Okay, this is what I wanted. Floral stem wire, super thick. And, oh, thank Lord. Okay, super thick, really good. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and wire it to the wreath, the, you know, the wire part first. I'm gonna get that down. So I haven't glued it to the board yet because I wouldn't be able to do this. It would be too hard for me to get, you know, all the way around. So I'm going to make sure I get it in here. It's gonna take you a little bit of maneuvering, but because it's got the you know, the little handle, it makes it so much easier. Okay, let's see. let's do one side and then we'll go and do the other side of it. And I am going to twist this as hard as I possibly can a number of times. And again, we're going to use the, I'm gonna wrap it up around here. We're gonna use all the extra flowers and stuff, and we are going to camouflage all of this. I'm just kind of going in and out. Sorry you can't see, but you can see it's hanging on its own right now. I'm going in and out between the handle and the wire. That's all I'm doing, just to make sure. I don't know if you guys have this, but in my wreath on my front door right now, I have birds that, like, the second I open the door, it's, you know, scares the living daylights out of me, because I think that bird's gonna come in and, you know, land on my head or something. But they will nest in there, and I don't know if they would, you know, I don't know. I always worry about stuff like that. Like, are they gonna chew up my wreath? I know it's the cycle of life and all, but okay. So far, and we can have it, but is that crazy? That's probably a little bit more too tipped, but just wait, it's going to be beautiful. I can already, like, I can see it in my eyeballs now. So let's grab another one of these. And I'm telling you, I was panicked because I thought, well, I'm gonna have to go back and reinforce it with real wire, because I knew that wire was not gonna cut it. You gotta have the floral stem wire. And this is an 18 gauge floral stem wire, Hobby Lobby, floral department, $5.49, but I get, how many? 40. This will last me a year, literally. I'm not gonna go through 40 of these wires anytime soon. Okay, and now look at that. And now it is really down. I mean, it is down. So, you guys, I have never done this before, just so you know. This is my first time also, but I was practicing last night, and normally I say I don't, because I want everything to be like, you know, exciting for both of us to see, make sure stuff's working. But to me, this was too important, so it works. And I was so nervous, I thought, what if I don't know what I'm doing? But I was shocked how easy it was. Just never dreamed that you could put a teapot like this on a wreath. But you can put anything on a wreath as long as you have enough room behind it so that it'll still hang. I'm probably being ridiculous about putting too much tie on it, but you know, you never know. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, how cute. Okay, so don't worry about all this. We're gonna fill all that in. And I'm also going to give it one on the spout. And I know you're probably saying, knock it off, Debbie, that's overkill. I don't care. I don't think so. I think it needs it, and that way, if the wind blows, it's not going to be hitting on your door. I told this story before. I was in an apartment in Scottsdale before I moved into this house, and I called the maintenance one day, and I was like, hey, there's a rat or something crawling in my walls. And he was like, what? I go, yeah, there's something. I can hear it. It's like, it keeps banging on the wall. And we do have rattlesnakes here, and they have been known to live in walls. And so I was like, oh my gosh, you got to come out and figure out what it is. Well, he comes out, he's in my room with me, and he's like, yeah, I hear it. I hear it too. And I was like, you got it, whatever it is, you got to kill it. You got to get in there. And he's like, well, yeah, we're going to have to, you know, saw through the wall and get in there and find out what's in there. He said, let me go get one of the other guys and some tools, and I'll be right back. As he walks out my front door, which the way my apartment sat, it was kind of in like a wind tunnel. The wreath on my front door was banging on that. Well, it was like a wreath on the side of my wall, not on my front door, but it was like right there, which was right into my bedroom basically. And it just, with the wind, it was just this tap, tap, tap the whole time. And yeah, talk about feeling like a ditzy blonde. Oh my gosh. They thought it was so funny though. They were like, okay, well, I think we took care of your problem, ma'am. Yeah, I think we're good. Thanks a lot. Okay. I was literally gonna burn that apartment down if that was a rattlesnake. Look, you guys, is that insane? And like I said, we're gonna hide all this, so don't worry about it. But man, that is down. Okay, so let's get our angle where we want it. And like I said, I'm going to, this, I'm not loving where that ended up laying. There we go. Okay, same thing. Now I've got the little bitty ones. So let's get those wired in. You guys know I might have to turn it to look at it, sorry, because I can't, I'm clever, but I'm not that clever to do the whole thing upside down. So let me do it this way real quick, and then I will flip it before we get to the end. No, there was another, I might have taken it off, but there's another zip tie somewhere around here. There it is. I left the string on so I could see it. Who's late? Denise, you are very late. I just happened to look up and see that. Okay, so let's talk about our angle, which I believe, is that about right? I think it is. Do you guys feel good about that? Or do you really want it, like, I don't know, I feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense. If I put a teacup right over here by it, I think it's gonna make sense. What about weight to balance the wreath? Yeah, we definitely need to get something over here, but that is the whole point. The frame is taking all of the weight overall. So, but I see what you're saying, Joanne. Yeah. Normally, if I didn't have a backing on it, yes, I would have to be worried about that. But in this case, I don't have to be. We felt good about that? Oh, up higher. The florals look like Hobby Lobby. Davita, they are. I just got them at Hobby Lobby. Up higher, okay. All right. Let's try this. Like that? Why does that seem so high to me, you guys? All right, if you think so. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wire this side down real quick, just to make sure I don't lose that angle. If you guys are sure, if you're wrong, it's on you guys. I'm not taking the rap for this one. Okay, so now I'm going back to my, let me get over here, going back to my, the floral stem wire, which is seriously amazing. And I'm going to pull it as tight as I can and twist. And I'm twisting. I mean, this is solid, good wire. You've got to have this. You just had your gold leaf delivered, Judy. That's awesome. Thank you, Debbie Hicks. That's right. That's our whole motto over here. You do you, I'll do me. But if you do you, I'll probably talk about it. But you feel free to do you. Okay, feeling good about that one. Let's do another one. I mean, seriously, you guys, that's why I love the frame. You couldn't do that with the shadow box. That's why the shadow box had to be built up, but that's also why, I got that a little high. Let me bring this down, see if it'll move. Oh, that's good news, it's not moving, but I think it's too high. Hold on. Is it stuck on something? It is. It's stuck on something. Hold on. Can you guys see it? It's stuck on. Oh, it's stuck on a little wire or something right there. Let me see if I can get it off, because it's up too high. I don't want to take it off, but I need to move it up and over. But I'm telling you, I got this sucker so tight, I'm pretty proud of myself. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now let me get that tighter again. Is this making sense to you guys? I hope so. I mean, I'm probably making a career out of it. This is easy. I always say, if I can do it, you guys, anybody can do it. And a lot of things I see other people do, and I go, yeah, if you had 6 hands, it would be easy. This one I can do by myself. I mean, if I had, you know, somebody with stronger hands than me, i.e. my 82-year-old mother, that it would work better. I'm not kidding. She is strong like bull. I say it all the time. She really is. And I'm usually like, Mom, no, don't do that. And she'll be already doing it, and I'll be like, oh, all right. Okay, I feel good about this, and now I'm gonna wrap it a couple times again. But again, this is just for safety. I don't know that it needs all this, but better safe than sorry. Okay, awesome. Oh, and now it got low again. Oh, for crying out loud, you guys, hold on. It's a hard angle to come at. I think because I'm trying to get that sign in here, I don't want it, oh, that's what's happening. I don't want it too low, or I don't want it too high, because I want to get that sign in. And now I'm wondering, do I even really care that much about that sign? Because I feel like it almost needs to go like that, okay? Do you still feel like it's too low? I think this is one of those things. Okay, I think we're good. Let me get another wire and do the other side. This is probably the hardest part, is just making sure. And if I wasn't so short, it would make it so much easier for me. But let me come around here. And I think if I can get this in place. Okay. And I will reinforce this even more. So I will have 4 of these around this frame for reinforcement, just FYI. So I want you to do that also. But look, nobody would ever know. See, yeah, I will reinforce the bottom. Okay, I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Okay, I'm excited, it's almost over. Okay, here's my sign. Let's see if we love it. Hate it, doesn't need it. Knock it off, Debbie, it's overkill. I mean, I would have to keep everything down pretty low. Give me hearts, yes, or don't give me mad faces, just nothing if you don't love it. I just thought it was so cute though. Okay, I see a couple hearts, a few hearts, I mean very few, here comes some. I get nervous. Should we wait oh, there's a lot of hearts. Should I wait till the end, maybe? And see if it still needs it? I think it does, you guys. I think it needs it. I think it just adds extra interest. All right, I'm doing it. Let's just go ahead and, well, let's finish up the deal and then I'll put it down. Okay, so you guys said you love the idea of having the little teacup, like so, to look like it's pouring into the teacup. Oops. I love this wreath so much, right? Let me get rid of the ornament deal. You guys, look for these this year, especially when they're half off. Oh my gosh, these little blue toile things, I'm so all about it. Okay, so I'm thinking it's gonna be, well, I don't think there's any good way to get it just like, well, hold on, maybe there is. If I move some of those around, no. There we go. Okay, that's what it is. I've got to get it like right under here, yes? And I might have to cut some of those off. Is that about right? Is that what you guys are talking about? Or do you think it looks better just coming up here on the side? It needs that sign. You need that sign, Davida. I know. Okay. I love this when you guys help me, but my, you know, obviously there's a lag with me seeing it. Okay, I think this is it. All right, let me get some more wire. Yeah, you guys, maybe I will go through 40 pieces. Okay, so in this case, I'm kind of sticking, okay, this is where this wire comes in so handy. I'm sticking so that the tea plate, the little teacup saucer, is kind of stuck in a little bit. And that's what's going to help me wrap. I'm going to go through through the handle. I'm going to come up and around, and I will get that in place on the other side too in a sec. But first I need to get it down. And there's going to be some glue involved also, you guys. A little lower so it looks like the teapot is hitting the cup right there. Okay, up higher. You guys are killing me. Up higher, up, yeah, see, nobody ever agrees on anything around here. I got so many stinking leaves in this thing. Okay, there we go, right? Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Now, I'm coming around the bottom of that cup. All I did, I don't know if you can tell, but I just went around the bottom, no big deal. And now I'm gonna tighten it off to the back. I mean, really, you just gotta be creative. You can do this, it's easy. Why not zip ties? That's a great question. Why not zip ties? They would probably do much better. Hold on, let me grab one. I think I just was so into that wire. Yeah. Okay, all right, thank you. See, I always say this should just be everybody help Debbie do a craft show instead of me acting like I know what the heck I'm doing. Okay, yep, you're right. Zip tie was definitely the way to go. I was struggling with that. But just so you know, around here, the reason I didn't do a zip tie there is it wasn't long enough. I would have had to add a whole bunch of zip ties together. And, you know, sometimes I can't be bothered with stuff. Oh my gosh, it's like lost in the jungle down here. I need to get it up a little bit higher. There we go. Come on. This is probably where I would glue, because I've got it up and around, but I don't, it's not holding very well. So let's try some hot glue real quick. I know this probably panics everybody, but I think this is what it needs. Let's see if that'll hold. I doubt it, but we're gonna try it. I know right now you probably feel like, well, it's getting lost in the shuffle. It's not. It's, it will, like I said, if we have to cut some of these off, we will, but I don't think we will. As long as we have the idea of the tea pouring into the cup. Yeah, I agree. It just needs, it's, obviously it's not real, but we just, yeah, we need the look. And I think I can still get it even a little bit better. Here's what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put one of these flowers just like underneath it, because they're wired, just to help hold it. There we go. Okay, so we got that one done. Whoops. I have so much stuff on my desk, you guys, it's insane. All right, let me look at it. Oh, come on, that's adorable. Now let's get some of these leaves to the back. I might have to redo him, but we all get the picture. Okay, so where's my other little teapot? There it is. What do you guys think? Do you think this little one should go like right about here? And then do we still want these on it, or does this just Chotsky it up? And I always say that, and I know it's not the right way to say it. It's not the right word. But do you love those or hate those? And then picture our sign. So let me know about that. So we've got the sign, and then I'd have this here, and I've got ribbon if we need ribbon. So give me hearts if you think we need these, two of these things. I guess the other one fell. Let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, for crying out loud. Hold on. Here it is. Nobody panic. It's right here. Okay. So this is what we would have. Yes. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Lots of hearts. What are you guys saying? I like the wooden one. Oh, you do? No, classier without. Look at you guys. I looked at two and they were opposites. It needs a bow. Yeah, I have pretty ribbon for it. I don't think the wood ones look, I don't either. I totally agree. They're adorable though, you guys. They will be adorable on anything. So if you've already ordered them, don't panic like, oh my God, I just ordered them. Don't worry about it. They're adorable. Maybe a smaller bow to the upper left. No signs. I think the majority said no, but I'm seeing an awful lot of hearts. Do you know why that, I don't know what you're saying. Sign and bow at the top. Oh my God. Come on, you guys. Somebody help me out. Kathy, big bold letters. Tell me what you think is the majority rules. The one you painted, you can put on your Christmas tree, true. Too much, Pamela. Okay. No wood. I think I'm seeing more no wood than I am seeing wood. No wood. Wow. Okay. But are we going to have enough stuff on it? So if I do this here, okay, I've got that one for there. I've also got, I think these are way too big. They're darling, but they're way too big. I've got this, which I could paint and put that there. But for now, let's at least get these down and then we will see what we're at. Oh my gosh. It is so funny to me that there's never a decision made that everybody agrees, which obviously is what makes the world go round, but let's see which way. There we go. Okay, I love this little guy. But again, you got to make sure you're not attaching it to the leaves, but you're attaching it like up and under and getting in that wire, because that's what's going to keep it from moving. There we go. When you guys do yours, it will be spectacular. I'm just trying to give you, this was more honestly about how to do it as opposed to actually doing it. But I was thinking it would be just a fun lesson in how to get something like this to hold. That zip ties hard. And like I said, I'm going to have to play with all of the, I'm going to have to play with all the greenery. For some reason, that is not holding. I'm going to put some hot glue on the top of that twist tie because it wasn't holding very well. I don't know why. I've never had that happen before where one of them, it's like a dud. Okay, it's got to get up higher, and when I get all this, because right now it's I've got to get everything up a little bit higher. I get it. Well, you guys get the picture. It's in there. I could probably use bigger stuff, so when you guys do yours, just know. And remember, I'm trying to do this upside down. I think that's not bad. But then we don't have anything. I feel like we're top heavy unless we do the sign on this side. And then bow on the other side. Are you guys still? And then bow here? Or is that too matchy-matchy? I feel like we've got nothing going on here, but we've got a lot of flowers that we can use. So, yes, a couple more cups. Yeah, that's what I think too. Checked wooden spoons and sugar cubes. That'd be so cute. No wood, sign and bow, yeah. Okay, how about some plastic spoon? Yes, I think that's a great idea. I will totally do that. Demi-tasse cups, yeah. This is probably a little big still, but actually that one works. That's a good size for over there. So, if you want to stay, I'm going to keep working on it. If you need to go, I totally understand. Sometimes I get my feelings hurt, but today I don't, because we've been on doing this a long time. I wasn't thinking stuff other than these, so that's why I didn't have a big plan for everything, because this was my plan. But I gotta tell you, maybe this is too fancy for these, but I love the little tea kettles. I think they're adorable, and they were a good deal, whatever. I don't remember what I paid for them, but they weren't that expensive. So for that, I was like, oh, they're fine. Okay, so let's, like I said, if you want to hang out, hang out. If not, I totally get it. You won't hurt my feelings this time much. Okay, so I did like the sign on this side. I was okay with that. Let's do the ribbon, and then just at that point see what we need. So what I've got are, what about the sign over the greens, like right on the greens maybe? Like for me to like kind of stick them down in there? Maybe. You guys know, I'm open to try. I will try anything. It is gorgeous, you guys. I wish you could see it in person. It really is. Like I'm pretty impressed with it, actually. But you know, I spent more time last night staying wide awake worrying about how to attach everything as opposed to actually the layout of the wreath. But you know, that's what crafters do. We get stuck on one thing and we can't get off of it. Oh, look at that. The check is too casual. This is really fancy schmancy. I think we can only handle the one ribbon. Bow on the bottom. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again, you guys. This is bugging me. I'm going to have to really work on this guy right here because he's not holding up as well as I thought he would. So I'm going to have to work on him. I got to wire him up again. So what I hear you guys saying is maybe this across the top instead of up here. And then ribbon on the bottom. Is that what I hear you saying? Or ribbon up here. I kind of liked it on the bottom too. I feel like it's a good, it's like all around. I feel like if we don't do the sign, we do the ribbon up top. And if we do the sign, I think the ribbon needs to be down here. What do you guys think? I think this is like such a big project. I don't know what the heck I was thinking that you guys could see everything and that I could handle this easy. Somebody's got to go. Okay, bye. Wire that one to the metal. You do like the, yeah, I am going to do that. I love that idea, you guys. Try the sign on the bottom. Oh, that's cute too. So it would have to be more like that. This is why it takes crafters days to do stuff. And I've got, you know, almost 300 people saying, just come on, hurry up. We got to go to lunch. You like the sign at the top. Okay. Try the bow under the teacup in the corner. Okay. That's cute too, you guys. That's cute too. Bow on top of... You guys, pull your act together for crying out loud. Just do you. Oh, thanks. Sign with the bow at the bottom. I kind of did like that. Sign and ribbon at the bottom. Okay, Judy Knoll says, you just do whatever you want to do. Sign at the bottom, bow on the top. Really, Diane Guy? Okay, here we go. The bottom is cute, though. Oh, my gosh. I think it will be seen better on top once I mess around with it. Let's just see what one of my spectacular bows would look like on the bottom. And if you've never seen me do this, look away. It's not pretty. It is not pretty, but they always come out fine, so just don't worry about it. And don't send me any nasty mail. I know I'm not a bow maker, but I do the best I can, and you'll see, in the end, they always look great. I'm also thinking that that it might need a little bit of bling on the bow once I get a whole big bow done. Thank you guys. Weave the ribbon. Weave the ribbon where? Easy for you to say. Yeah, the bow on the opposite corner. Handy. Some of you are just like, for crying out loud, just do something, even if it's wrong. I'm exhausted too, Nancy. I would dangle the sign at the bottom so you can appreciate it. All right, maybe. Let's just see. First, I gotta get my spectacular bow handled, so hold on. So, you know, if you don't know how to do bows with all the, you know, crinkle and then twist and then turn and wrap it around your head and then sing howdy doody. I mean, it's too much. Just make 2 bows and tie them together. And I mean, my mom didn't raise no dummy. Look at how much simpler that is. And it doesn't look all that different. And then I do one in the center. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how big this thing is. In my head, it didn't seem this big of a project. In my head, it was like, oh yeah, that's a piece of cake. Okay, come on, you guys. That's really pretty. It could probably even handle one more. The sign fits better on the bottom. I know, the navy blue is gorgeous. This is Hobby Lobby. It's not on sale right now, but oh, it is such pretty ribbon and it's wired. I wish you had some of the blue checked. Well, Natalie, did you not see what I have? Do you think it needs a little bit of that around here or too cash? Okay, so what you guys are saying, what I'm hearing is this here and the sign on the opposite corner on the top or vice versa. Is that what you guys are saying? And do we think the checks are too... Are you guys... Imagine how I feel if you guys are exhausted. You do you. That's right. I'm no good at bows either, Sue. Okay, good. Oh, I've watched all of them. I have the bow maker. I have all that, you guys. I'm anti good bow. I really am. I just... some things you just do and you're just like, I don't care. I like it. It is the best bow you've ever seen, Vicki. Thank you. The bow under the big pot and turn it so you can see it because you always do a great job. Thank you. Okay, so do we like just a little touch of, now of course I will do it better, but do we like just a little touch of, and it needs a bigger bow, so I'm gonna keep going with my big bow. my big bad cell. Opposite corners, okay, make a loop with the check. Make a loop with the check, yeah, I am. All right, Sue, I'm gonna trust you on that one. Nose of the checks clashes with the pattern. Do you guys all felt? Do you see the next person down? Yes, checked ribbon. Lorraine, they're all driving you nuts? Yeah. Welcome to my world, sister. Welcome to my world. No to the checks, it clashes. No check ribbon. No checks. No checks and bling. All right. Hold on. It does need one more loop. It needs another loop. And because that's easy for me to do. No checks, no check. Okay, no checks have it. No checks. Ribbon woven through the wreath. Yes, I know what you're saying. Okay, in and out of the, yes, that would be very pretty. You guys know, I'm not a wreath girl. I'm a painter. My whole gig today was all about those little wood teapot things, thinking that we were going to paint those. That was going to be so cool, and you were going to learn how to do this. Okay, let's just talk about my bow, though. I mean, really. Okay, so you guys are saying it should be down here, kind of on the board, but you're wanting it woven through. Is that 90s? See, I don't know. Is that kind of 90-ish when they used to do that, or is that still a thing? What if I hung the sign on that? I don't know about that. I got some bling right here in front of me. This one's way too big. Way too big, huh? What if I hang the sign? I don't know about that. hanging the sign. That sign is like, to me, that's gonna make it look a little cheesy. I'm worried about that. But I could put it down farther in. I mean, that's cute right there. I feel like the opposite corners is really cute. It is a great bow. Thank you, Deborah. Loving the blue okay. You're loving the blue toile bow. I don't have a blue toile bow. It needs toile ribbon. Okay, maybe I need to go. That's what you're saying. I need to go get toile ribbon. All right, I can. No checks, bow on the bottom. Sign. Okay, so far, everybody's like, we're good. Maybe a little bling. Still a thing. Ribbons woven through. It's still a thing? Okay, Kathy Hess, I'll do it. No sign. No sign, Carolyn. Where have you been? No sign. Oh, man. The sign was what got me on this whole thing. Who set up a mad face? Sorry. Go to lunch. Go get a drink. Relax. I'm the one doing all the work. Crazies. Okay. Well, I have to keep playing with it, you guys. You know, I'm going to play with it. I'm going to post a picture, and it's going to be spectacular, and you guys are all going to want to apologize to me for all of this nonsense. So, opposite corners is great. Yeah, I think so. You know, I've got about this much patience for those mad faces. I don't know why they bug me so bad, but the second I see one, what's so funny is that when any of you guys have made a mistake and sent one up, I immediately we either get a private message immediately like, that was an accident, because they know, Kathy, man, she won't put up with it for 2 seconds. She'll go right in there and you know, ban you for life. Okay, I think it's beautiful, you guys. I'm very happy with it, but I do have some work I have to do on it, and to be totally honest with you, I need to set it down like on my island and have some room to move. So the sign takes away from it, Terry? All right. If I lost 5 pounds, I'm going to be the happiest girl alive. I'm going to go back and look and see what most of you guys are saying about the sign. I mean, to me, I'm whimsical. I like a little bit different. And come on, you've never seen a wreath like this. You haven't. So that's why I like to just do everything a little bit different. I'm going to add some of the little, you know, flowers and stuff. But thank you. Thank you, Sherry. You guys, thank you. Yeah, this was a long one. That's a lot. You like the little teapots in it, Deborah. Of course you do. The sign angled across the bottom. I'm going to try it both ways, but honestly, I can't see it. So I think I'm probably going to have to, I'll probably have to like redo most of it. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to go finish this. I'll post pictures. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I know it's 12 noon here and it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So I will see you. Okay, hold on. Where am I going to be tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm going to be in the Czech Savvy Sisterhood tomorrow. If you're not a member of our Czech Savvy Sisters or our Czech Savvy Sisterhood, check it out. Just go online and look up Czech Savvy Sisters and join our group. It's a fun group. And if you're interested in a lot of projects and fun and a community of like-minded women, that's the place for you. And I don't know, maybe Rick, who knows? So, all right, I'll see you later. Love you guys. Bye.